Well, hello everybody. It's Russell here with Outfits Garage. As you can see here, I'm tinkering with an old Dodge motor. It's an old motorhome motor we'd picked up, and a farmer had scrapped the motorhome out and still had this old motor and transmission laying around. I asked about it and wound up being able to acquire it. So I've got this thing home. I'm going to see if we can save this old 360. We're going to see what we can do with it. You never know. It might just make another project motor, or someone might need another motor. But the motorhome only had 20,000 miles on it, and it just been setting and dilapidated. And so we decided we'd see what we could do. This motor had been sitting outside for a few months and got water down in it, and I was afraid we might have a ruined engine. But as you can see here, I've started moving the crank, and I said, there may be some life left in this thing. So I started taking and working it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And as you see right there, I had a little water squirt out of it. So it's starting to work. So, hey, we may have a little runner here. You just have to stay tuned to the channel and keep watch and see if we don't have something that we might be able to build. You just never know. We may try to fire this thing up here before long, but you've got to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, and you just might get to see this whole thing fire up. I'm out of wind right now. Well, Matthew's over here putting nose piece back on the car. Let me show you what I've got over here. Don't you look. That's diesel fuel and water all over the place. Squirted plumb over here. You know what that means. This old 360 came loose. It just had a little rough place in the cylinder. We got her spun all the way around. I spun it several times, and spins free. It just, like I say, had one little or a couple little spots that it didn't want to spin, but we got her loose. Now, clean up. You can see old rusty water. It hadn't been setting out very long, but it set long enough to stick. Tried to stick 2 cylinders, but luckily I got it saved before it stuck very hard. So now I've got to learn about Dodge ignitions. I know I've got this box set up right here with that was on the back of the motor. I'll have to look and see what all I've got to have, an ignition module or whatever, to make this distributor work. But what I'm going to do is probably going to bolt that torque converter back up to this thing, bolt starter back up to it, and wheel it and let it spin. But first I'm going to drain the oil out of it, and if there's any water in it, I want to get that out of there before I go to pumping any oil up in the, or water in the system. So but yeah, we got her free. I'm glad of that. Another one saved. So anyway, I hate to see a motor go to waste, and we saved one. So we'll see what we're going to do with it. I had somebody ask me earlier what we're going to do with it, what kind of rig we're going to put it in. I said, I have no clue. Have no clue. So we're going to see from there, see what happens, but at least we'll have a motor freed up. Anyway, Russell here saying God bless you. Outfits Garage saying keep a hammering, guys.
We want to thank you for watching Outfits Garage. Be sure to like and subscribe and click the notification bell to get all the Outfit episodes. Y'all have a good day.
My goodness, at the mess. Matthew, what are we going to do? I guess we'll just have to keep a hammering.